This video is going to blow your mind. Watch this video all the way to the end because there's going to be one surprise after another all the way through the video. I've come through a crossroads in my life, and I welcome your opinion and feedback as to what I should do next, and I'll explain in a minute. I guess the first surprise is a lot of you didn't know I had a sale. And that's probably because you don't get my newsletter. healthylife.com, that's where you sign up for it. If you have signed up for it and you're not getting it, check your spam folder. It comes out first thing every Sunday morning, so if you're not getting it, go in your spam or junk folder every Sunday morning and you'll probably find it there. But anyway, if you don't want to miss sales and important information, or if I somehow magically disappear, check that. Check the newsletter. All right, so let's get into Amazon. A lot of people love Amazon because they think that they're going to get... Why do they love it? Because of free shipping, right? Well, I hate to say this to you, but there is no such thing as free shipping. Amazon doesn't want to have to pay your shipping. You don't want to have to pay the shipping, but somebody does. Who do you think pays for all those Amazon trucks and airplanes and all that delivery? That costs billions of dollars, all that stuff. Well, guess who pays for it? That's right, the seller. The seller, being me, and everyone else who sells on Amazon, is the one who pays your free shipping. Amazon is actually killing a lot of companies, and it's doing a good job at killing mine too. They charge you for everything. There's a fee for it. They were charging me $9,000 a month last year because I had too much product in their warehouse. I didn't even know that till I checked the fine print and said, how come I'm not making any money? How come there's nothing coming in? Well, they charge, and then if you have too little product on the shelves, they charge you for that. They charge you for so many things, it's ridiculous. There's a lot of businesses actually going out of business because they're on Amazon. So anyway, I'm trying to get off of Amazon. I'm still on it because I know the only reason I'm even on Amazon is because a lot of people want free shipping and they won't buy anywhere else. And I'd rather, I want them to have the healthy products that could help their lives. And if that's the only way, I'm doing what I can. And I try to make up for the shipping a little bit. You'll notice the Amazon prices are a little higher than the Marcus products. Like, for example, the green formula on Marcus products is $59, and on Amazon it's $66. Because I'm trying to pay for a little bit of the shipping. It doesn't even pay for all the shipping, but at least it helps a little bit. As you know, 20 years ago, I wanted to see what would happen if money was no object at all, and I could put together the most powerful plants and herbs on the planet, and what would happen if I took those. I did it for me. I was just experimenting on myself. It blew my mind. It changed my life. People could see the difference after a while. I said, Marcus, what are you doing? Well, I want some of that. What is that? So I started giving it to my friends, and then they wanted more of it, and then they told their friends, and eventually I said, well, I guess I should sell it, but at cost. Because I got to pay for it somehow. It takes a long time to get these herbs because they're coming from all over the world. It's like the best source, the hand-picked. They're dried at low temperatures, not baked in an oven like most people do with their herbs. They bake it in it. The way they make a powder is they take a plant, they grind it up and throw it in an oven at 350 degrees, and then it dries up, but it's dead. You kill the enzymes, the life force, and everything, and they grind it into a powder and sell it to you, and that's what most of this stuff is. Mine isn't. Mine is dried at low temperatures, or it's freeze-dried, depending on the plant and the effects you want to get from it. I just did it as a courtesy to help people. I want people to be healthy, and it was my way of giving back to the world and the community. Is like, here, I'm giving them my stuff at cost. People started buying it all over the world, and it's still breaking even. It's just at cost. People don't realize that. I think I'm making money off of it. So it's gotten to the point, and I haven't raised my prices, and God, I should have raised them like 15 years ago, but I haven't, because I want people to have these things. So this guy writes this thing. He wrote this comment, and I'm sure this mirrors what a lot of people are thinking. They're thinking, he said, I think what you're saying is spot on, but at the same time, your products are exceedingly expensive. It would be nice to share your nutrition with the world, but most people simply can't afford it. Perhaps you could trim your profit margins a bit to help everyone out? This is going to blow your mind, okay? I went online. Check this out. This right here is one of the biggest sellers on Amazon. These two bottles, $89 a month. That is the same cost as my Green Pro C, and people are complaining at the $89 price of the Green Pro C. What they don't realize is this is the #1 seller on Amazon. That tells me there are millions of people out there who don't mind spending $89 a month for this. There's copycats out there now. Fruits and veggies. This one's $40. Here's another one. Fruits and veggies. Look how similar they are. $40. Here's another one. Fruits and veggies. 90 capsules in each. filled with fruits and veggies. Everybody's buying this like crazy. How much powder is actually in these two bottles here? I emptied the capsules from each bottle. Here's how much powder is in each bottle. I combined the two piles into one, and this makes about 110 grams of powder. All right, here I emptied my vitamin C capsule jar, $59.97, 190 grams. So here's the combined contents of the $89 fruit veggie product on the right compared to my $59.97 vitamin C capsule jar on the left. Okay, so here's how much powder is in a jar of my vitamin C capsules, and this is how much powder is in a jar of straight vitamin C powder, selling for the same $59.97. Capsules cost money and they take up space, so getting just pure powder is always a better deal. Look how much you get! I took the combined powder from both the fruit veggie product bottles, and after removing the powder from the capsules, you have just enough powder to fill just one bottle. A lot of the space in those bottles is the capsules themselves. For $89, you get 190 grams of powder, and it's supposed to be a 1-month supply, taking 3 capsules a day from each bottle. That's barely 1 tiny teaspoon of powder. All right, let's open up my 2-pound bag of Green Pro C, which is the green formula, the protein formula, and the herbal vitamin C combined into a whopping 2-pound bag. This is $89, the exact same price as the 2 little fruits and veggie bottles. Let's see how much you're getting for the same price. This is the most powerful plants on earth: chlorella, pine nuts, stinging nettle, bamboo, nopal cactus, durian, gubinge, moringa, amla, dandelion, Siberian ginseng, ginkgo biloba, astragalus, purslane, chickweed, gotu kola, Japanese knotweed, chicory root, and over 70 of the world's most powerful plants, no expenses spared. Here's what you get for $89 from the basic fruit veggie bottles, and here's the Green Pro C. But wait, the glass is full. I needed 2 more even bigger glasses to hold it all for the same $89. And a serving size is not 1 tiny teaspoon, it's 6 heaping tablespoons, because I want you to see results. There is no product anywhere in the world where you get this much power from so many hard to get ingredients for so little cost. This is the deal of a lifetime, and I did what I could for as long as I could to make it as affordable and accessible to as many people as possible for as long as possible. Every ingredient is lab tested by third-party independent labs, and the FDA checks the facility twice a year. Now, I'm not saying anything is wrong with these. I guess it's better than nothing, but for $89, okay, to recap real quick, these 2 bottles, which sell for $89, this came out of these two bottles, and that was how much powder was in there. For $89, okay? That's exactly what you're getting compared to this. 2 pounds of this for $89, and the powder is up to here. Look at this. Who else crams their bottles this full? Obviously not a businessman. Do I really have to explain how I'm losing money? And some people have the nerve to say, I need to lower my prices because I'm making a profit on this. It's impossible to make a profit when you have 2 pounds of the most difficult to get ingredients in the world. Look at the comments in all my videos over the last 20 years and look at what people are saying, how it changed their lives. Now, I'm not saying taking a powder is going to save your life. You have to change your diet and lifestyle, obviously, too. This helps clean up the mess. But I'm saying, if you're going to spend $89 or $40 a month on this much powder, why not get something that's got more powerful, raw, rare to get ingredients, 2 pounds of it. Look at AG1 here. This is the #1 green formula, I think. 12-ounce bag, 350 grams, 30-day supply. It was $102. They dropped it down to $86. That's about the same price as a Green Pro C. So 1 serving for 1 day is a tablespoon. That's almost $3 per tablespoon. Look at Organifi, 9.8 ounces, 279 grams, $59, less than 1 tablespoon per day, which is $2 per tablespoon. My green formula is a little over $1 per tablespoon, but the best deal of all is the Green Pro C, which is 2 pounds, and 1 serving is almost 7 tablespoons, because I want people to get better. I want them to get the effects from these plants, and that's still only 86 cents per tablespoon. 1 bag of Green Pro C is equivalent to 3 bags of AG1 or Organifi. That's 3 times of a better deal. And all these ingredients are low temperature or freeze-dried, no maltodextrin or anything. You don't have to believe me. Look at how much powder is in what you're buying and do the math yourself. In fact, I want you to. Okay, so here's my problem. Here's my dilemma. This is what it's come to the point where I've gone as far as I could trying to help people, and I mean, I have done everything I could, and it really hurts me when people say, lower your prices, I can't afford it. You know, look, if this is, you've got to think about it different. 2 pounds of powder. Like I said, Organifi and AG1 are only 12 ounces and 9.8 ounces. This is a 3-month supply instead of a 15-day supply if you want to use their portions. These people are telling you to take a spoonful. I'm telling you to take 6 heaping tablespoons because I want to see results. I mean, this stuff is dried plants, the best, healthiest plants in the world, and I want you to see results. That's why I want you to take so much of it. Now, if you can't afford that, take less of it, obviously, but my point is, I want you to see results. I could have said years ago, I could have said 1 serving is 1 teaspoon or 3 capsules, you know, but I don't. Even this thing here, even the vitamin C is like, I'm telling you to take a bunch of it. Even like the kidney formula or liver formula or I'm telling you to take 5, 6 capsules at a time because I want you to see results, but the money can't sustain it. So this is where I need your advice on something. This business, which was supposed to be, my bit for helping, I'm doing what I can to help, but at some point when the company loses money, you can't sustain that for a long time after that. So should I make what I'm thinking of doing is making Green Pro C in capsule form and putting it in a jar like this. And because people like to take capsules, a lot of people don't like powder. Some of you like powder, and I'll keep the powders going. That's great. You get more for your money on the powders. But a lot of people just like popping pills because they're in a hurry. So what do you think of this? And I would be just like everybody else. I'd have the healthy herbs in a capsule form that you just pop as you're running through your busy day. This is bigger. You actually get more from this than you do from 2 of these, and for less money. So what if I put Green Pro C in this and you take 4 capsules a day? You're at least getting some Green Pro C. The sad thing is this tastes so good. This tastes so great. So here's what I was thinking. If I did that, if I encapsulated this, I don't know what the price would be, whatever it is. It'd be comparable to everybody else's $50 or whatever it is. You get your capsules. It's affordable. You get your month supply. And for the diehard people, the really health fanatics who are serious about their health, I'd have the premium, the ultimate platinum, whatever it is, 1.5, 2 pound bag for $150, whatever it is. I can't keep selling it for below what it cost me to make it. I just can't. That's just stupid business. I mean, it would put me out of business. I can't handle that. So, but I want you to keep having it. So I'm going to have, I think I need to have several levels. Something that's affordable for people who don't have a lot of money, and something that's, the ultimate, what that you can get. So give me your advice. Right now I've got this size, and this, here's the green formula is, that's 430 grams. The protein formula is a little more. That's 1.5 pounds. And then the Green Pro C, which is a combination of this, and this in a 2 pound bag. I think this is, if you're going to only get one product, this is the one to get because it's this, and this combined. So you're actually getting a much, much better deal with this than you are if you buy these ones separately. Much better deal. Like I said, this is only 86 cents per tablespoon, whereas those other ones are like $2 to $3. The other companies that are out there, the competitors. So you're getting a much better deal. Don't be fooled by the price and the overall bag. That's why it really got me going when that guy said, what did he say? He said, wait here. He said, perhaps you could trim your profit margins down a bit to help everyone out. I cut my profit margins 20 years ago. This has been half off for the last 10 years. I mean, I don't have a profit margin. It's ridiculous. So anyway, so something's got to change, and it's got to happen real soon. So you're going to see this happen with, I don't know, something's got to happen. So I'm open to your advice. I want you to have the good stuff. I want it to be affordable, but again, and don't say, can you take out some of the ingredients to make it? Some people say that. Can you take out some of the ingredients? No, that's like somebody saying, this airplane ticket cost me so much. Can you take some of the parts out of the airplane engine so, it won't be as expensive? No, I want the best, and I am not going to compromise to make cheaper products just so I can make a buck. The whole reason I made this in the first place is because I wanted the best, by far the best ingredients in the world, and these are formulated to work together synergistically. If you take one part out, it's going to take part of the purpose of why it's in there, that what it does for you compared to everything else. These work together as a team. It's like taking 3 or 4 members out of a football team. It's not going to play as good. So no, I'm not going to take an ingredient out to make it cheaper. So I'm sorry, but not everybody can afford it. That's why I wrote the Free Food Medicine Edible Plant Guide, to show you guys how to go out and get your own plants if you can't afford my stuff. This is a courtesy. I get it for you. I make it for you and make it available for you if you don't want to go pick your own plants and dry your own plants and powder your own plants and mix them together appropriately. And that's why but if you don't have money at all, watch my videos, get my book. It's only like, $10 for the Free Food and Edible Plant Guide. It shows you how to recognize the edible plants and how to make your own formulas if you want. So it's not like you can't do it yourself. This is a convenience. But anyway, so yeah, I this really got me going, and I've really been frustrated. I've really been like, I don't know. I've been scared to make this video because, Kara and I have been really going around on this as to what do we do? What do we do? I don't want people to stop having the benefits of health, but it's got to be affordable. It's got to at least break even. So, open to your suggestions. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Smaller bottles like this that are similarly competitively priced to other people, and then bigger bags for those people who want the ultimate. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. A lot of people can't afford that, but if you want the best, you got to pay for it. Sorry, they don't make Ferraris for poor people. it just doesn't. You can't. It's impossible. So, I hope I'm not ranting too much. And Kara's hand's getting sore. She's going, my hand's getting sore. Come on, finish the video. So, all right. Well, I'll talk to you guys later. I hope I'm open to your suggestions, and let me know. I want the best for you, but it's got to be sustainable, obviously. So I'll talk to you later. Until then, bye.